Yo, look. I'm going to tell you something right now. I know that everybody thought, what was going on? It's 18 days into January, and we haven't seen a stream from the verse, bro. What is the deal? Did these guys quit? Is this the end of the market? Are they gone? What is going on? And we're here to tell you, baby, that we've been putting in that work. We're back. We're better than ever. And that's why it's taken so long to see us, because we have been grinding every single day this month. No days off. Christopher, what about you, brother? I feel like you've taken no days off.
Yes, sir. We back at it again. It feels good. No days off, of course. We just had to take a step back from live streaming, smell the flowers, and see what's going on. But hey, guys, we're back at it again. We're going to be here for the next year. We're going to be talking about TitanX. We're going to talk about Memecoins. We're basically going to talk about all the stuff that all the mainstream doesn't want to talk about. And they come in and they steal all the stuff we talk about. So it is what it is. This is the place you can get the alpha. This is what we do. So it is a surprise live stream. 26 you guys in here, man. So guys, please show us some love. Tag a few friends down in the comments. Share the space out. Spread the link. We're going to talk about Memecoin bottoms. We're going to talk about TA. We're going to talk about Donald Trump launching his own Memecoin. Like, this is going to be the craziest live stream ever, because right now this is the time to make moves. While liquidity is getting sucked out of the market, everybody's chasing stuff on Solana. There's bottoms. There's moves to make on all these other blockchains, and that's what we are going to do today. Now let's check out who's in the chat. Let's see anybody who caught it on. Shout out to Izzy. Great to have you. Facer Rowdy, my handler. What's up, brother? It's always good to see you, dude. And then Advanced Truck Backing. Love it, man. Always got to love trucks. Good stuff. All right. So let's just get into the midst of this. We're going to talk about TitanX because I see a lot of bearish sentiment, which actually makes me extremely bullish, because typically when you guys are bearish, that's when we like to make our move. And then also we're going to talk about probably potentially the greatest meme coin super cycle ever. And I got proof for you guys, since everyone wants to say meme coins are scams, blah, 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 blah. They're not. Well, I mean, technically everything in this space is a scam. I mean, most of it is what's that word? It's not spyware.
Vaporware, baby.
I can never remember that word, vaporware. But yeah, long story short, 99.99999% of these coins are vaporware, and the only ones that aren't vaporware are the ones that have some sort of revenue share. PulseX burns the PulseX token. That can be defined as a form of revenue share, and the list goes on. And then all these government tokens, it is what it is. Oh, dude, it's one of our super fans. Yes, sir, Damien. Dude, I gotta say, man, I got mad love for Damien, because he rode with us when we were nothing, and then now that we're starting to build up, man, Damien's like a loyal follower. Back when we covered a little bit of Zang, back on Polshane and the whole 9 yards. So Damien, shout out to you, my brother. And hey, I hope you have a phenomenal 2025. I hope you crush it, and all the hard work you put in the past year, you definitely deserve this, man. So shout out to you, my man. Good stuff.
Dude, Damien's been a dog, bro, showing up year after year, bro.
Yeah, I love Damien, man. He's a homie. Who else we got? Chris and Trey, what's up? No Spoon, good to see you. Brandon Huston, I'm super bullish on TitanX, not selling dime. Yeah, I'm in the same boat, man. We just hit another bottom on TitanX, so I'm going to give you guys a bottom. This is Chris and Trey's late January Christmas present. So this is for you guys. We're going to do special TA. And then we got Kozman, good stuff. No Spoon, TitanX family assemble. All right. Cool. We got through all the chats. We're not going to mess around anymore. Let's talk about this. I want to get your action, Trey.
Come on.
The president of the United States just launched a meme coin. Just think about that for a second. What do you think?
I think that it means that we, as crazy people, are finally confirmed legitimate. The degenerates have taken over, baby. The TGens just took over the White House. And guess what? There's nothing anyone's going to be able to do about it.
Guys, the proof is in the pudding. This meme coin launched last night, and literally for 30 minutes straight, people were trying to figure out whether or not his Twitter account was hacked, whether it was a scam. and the thing just went absolutely bananas. I have met so many people who kept telling me meme coins aren't the move, meme coins this, meme coins that. Well, guess what? It's a meme coin super cycle because the president, the leader of the free world, the president of the United States is probably, without a doubt, one of the biggest public offices in the political square and in the public view. You can make some arguments about some other stuff, but I'm talking about in generalities. This is one of the main positions, and he launched a meme coin. This is like,
bro, like for me, it seems like this, bro. It almost seems like a test to see if people are dumb or if they're awake. It's almost like, hey, let's see what happens if the president launches a meme coin. Let's see actually how people will react. And let's gauge. It's almost like a gauge. Like, let's see who's really paying attention to the shift in the monetary system. So I like it. I think it feels like a trope. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about that one.
yeah, man. Our friend Jake Kagan, 99% chance it's a scam, 1% chance to retire my bloodline. God bless Trump. I like that.
Good,
I was actually about to roast him for that. I'd be like, because Jake Kagan is fudding this thing, I'm even more super bullish. So here, I want to bring up the chart to give you guys an idea, but I also don't want to screen share when I do that. So just give me 1 second. I'll pull up the chart.
Dude, everyone's flooding in here, guys. We got 95 of y'all in here right now. Welcome back. We are so back in 2025. Chris is I'm not even going to tell you what Chris has been up to because you're just going to see it soon.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we got more videos coming up. We got all that good stuff. So I'm definitely excited. So, no sleep until 2026. That's how we roll, baby. All right. So let's just take a look at this, this coin. This thing got up to, I believe it was like an $8 billion market cap. Oh, I'm sorry. 6.82. So right around there.
Oh my gosh, bro. That's pumping so hard. What the heck, bro?
Yeah, we got up to $6.85 billion market cap. And if you were to get in the first 5 minutes, we'll just say it's like right around a 35x. So I think it launched right around $100 million market cap. So long story short, now that this is the Trump meme coin, this is going to start altcoin season, meme coin season. We do have inauguration next week. It could be a sell news event. I'm not going to lie to you guys. And we'll take a look at the chart. I'll give you guys some scenarios. Like I will draw the lines out for you. I typically don't do that, but I will give you these scenarios just so you're well aware of how this could play out. And then we'll go from there. But ultimately, main point I'm trying to say is Trump meme coin, bullish for crypto. Solana's going crazy. And what's great about this is Solana's sucking all the liquidity out of the market. And there's bottoms on so many meme coins. I was talking to Gugod. Gugod was going crazy, just clipping everything on base chain and Ethereum. We're clipping stuff on TitanX ecosystem. This is the move. So yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit more and whatnot.
I like that. Yeah, the market's raving about this Sol coin, but where is the liquidity going?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So the last thing I just want to say, now that we showed you the Trump meme coin, and I want to get this really, really clear because there's a lot of things we got to talk about, and there's a couple controversies in the TitanX community that I want to address. But regardless of all the drama, regardless of just all the stupid stuff, you have 12 months to lock in. Meme coins are going to go crazy. A lot of these coins are going to go crazy. This is your opportunity to make a difference. When 2030 comes right around the corner, it's going to be a very different world. And now with this opportunity and that you're positioned in the center of this massive monetary wave through these digital assets, you can change your life. So if you got a girlfriend, leave her. If you got friends, tell them you moved to Australia or something. Tell them you can't hang out anymore. Go in your basement, open up your laptop, stare at that screen 24/7 until you make it. It's that simple. I don't know how more clear. What do you think?
Look, man, that's all it takes, man. Chris and I, we haven't overcomplicated this thing whatsoever, one bit at all throughout the whole thing. Look, it's just been grind and go and do and do and do. That's it. It's just been show up every freaking single day. And that's what Chris and I have been doing every single day of this market. And sometimes I get off track and Chris refocuses me. And I do the same for Chris sometimes. But you know what? That's what's made the team work. We showed up. It was the dream work. And that's all we're going to continue to do for the next 12 months. Show up, be there, sit in the hot seat, because that's the place that matters.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll go through charts in a minute, because I know you guys view our live stream, because we just go through TA and talk about stuff and we draw stick figures on charts. And the main thing I also want to get across is specifically with TitanX. I have seen so much FUD going on, so many bottom signals, so much stuff that's going crazy. I think this ecosystem is going to do really well. Is there a guarantee? No, there's not a guarantee. But when it comes to these digital assets, you have to have a certain degree of speculation, and you also have to gamble a little bit. I'm gambling on the ecosystem. And so in my opinion, now that we have so many people attacking the project, so many people exiting the community, we saw one big influencer completely drop off the face of the earth, anything related to TitanX, which is the biggest buy signal I've ever seen in my life, not financial advice. Now is the opportunity. So I'm going to go through, we're definitely going to go through some of these TitanX charts. We're going to go through some Memecoin charts. And the other thing I also want to say, we had somebody talk about Memecoins and talk about TitanX influencers shilling Memecoins. And I don't want to go too deep into it, but I want to make something clear. When nobody was talking about TitanX and everyone was talking about Memecoins, me and Trey, we were talking about on live stream. We told you about Hyper before it blew up. We did TA on TitanX before it blew up. We never changed. We always did Memecoins. We always talk about the TitanX ecosystem. We also talked about Pulse Chain. Nothing about us has ever changed. We're still the same thing. Trey skates. I surf. We go to the gym. A lot of these other people, they switch up real quick. So to sit here and say that we have to focus on one specific project or we can't talk about other projects, I say forget about you. I'm just not going to act like you exist. And I want to make that crystal clear. When you come here, we talk about Memecoins, we talk about TitanX, we talk about whatever project we want that we think is going to be great. And if you want to do all this Twitter stuff, that's fine, bro. I'll just block you and act like you don't exist, because at the end of the day, I will always surpass you in life. And that's how this thing goes. So
hey,
just make that
run by pure positive intent, man. Pure positive intent and a lot of willpower and a lot of just a lot of force, man, but also a lot of guidance and a lot of flow. So, this is really hard to stop this train. And I particularly am very excited to start looking at charts, because I have not had a chance to look at charts in about a few days. And I'd really like to get caught up to speed.
Yeah. So yeah, let's get on it real quick.
And as a matter of fact, we got 130 guys in here right now. Thank you so much. I'm amped up. 133, like, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. It just flies and flies.
Let's get this to 1,000. Let's get 1,000 viewers in this tonight, man. If we get to 1,000, I'll give you guys a bunch of our new fresh plays that we usually hold off on, and they're gonna be really low cap. So it is what it is. I'll give you guys that.
We'll make it happen right now. Let's go. 1,000 guys. You just heard them.
All right. Now let's talk about what's going on with TitanX at the time of this recording. All right. So we had a massive flag down here that we just broke out of, and we went to the next level. So we had this massive sideways consolidation coming down, boom, break up. Now, the one thing I want to just take a quick look at, see if we nailed our target from that breakout. So it came up here, breakout. Look at that. Nailed our target almost to a T from that last flag, sitting at about 102. This thing went almost up to 108. So what's happening with Bitcoin right now? We actually just formed another flag on the daily, and we had about A, B, well, technically D, E. Yeah, so we had about 4 touch points from this flag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry, my bad. 5 touch points. So we had 5 touch points from this flag. So it's a confirmed bull flag. Now, yesterday, we had a breakout from this flag, and then now we're coming down with the doji. if we get another green candle, we're getting prepped for the next leg up. In my opinion, the next leg up, our target is going to be 130K. And we did that based off of I believe that was based off of this massive cup and handle, and then we came up and we did a target of 130K. And you can also use the Fibonacci tool. I'm not going to go too much into it, but you guys get the point. So there's two scenarios that could happen. I want to point this out for you guys real quick because we got inauguration coming on and everyone's really bullish, which means that we could have a correction. When all you guys are bullish, the opposite always happens. So I'm trained in the ways of the Matrix and the NPCs. I'm not saying all you guys are NPCs. I'm saying outside of the people that follow us are NPCs. So
the only people left with souls on the planet follow the verse.
Exactly. So this is going to come up here, and then 20th. We could come here to the 20th and then break down, trade sideways, and then our next level is going to be 91K. Bounce off of that, creep up, creep up, creep up. We get to the 29th, and then it's go season. So we just basically come back into that flag. That is scenario number 1. Scenario number 2. We could just simply go in here and then boom, see you later. And then we just go straight to 130K. That is scenario number 2. Just trade sideways, Trump office, boom, see you later, 130K. Here we go. That's scenario number 2. And then scenario number 3, which I think this is going to be the less likely of all the scenarios, but it is within the realm of possibility. We could continue to trade sideways, come back down this flag, trade sideways, and then we get news of a Federal Reserve alert, or we have a interest rate pivot, then we start going. So it's just basically sideways consolidation. In my opinion, based off of what I see, I could be wrong, but just based on what I see, everybody's bullish. They all think that something big is going to happen on the 20th when Trump gets in office, which means I think we might go a little bit lower, test the low, and then boom, see you later, bounce off. That is what I think. But like I said, I could be wrong. He could get in office, and the thing just goes absolutely ballistic. Does that make sense?
Makes 100% sense, bro. We got 2 days for that. And hey, look, man, I mean, this thing could trade up here for another 2 days, something. And we could see that breakout, but I would imagine maybe sideways action until we see what's actually going to happen on the 20th. But I'm seeing the Donchin channel, bro, and I'm seeing there's still really definitely a real possibility of 89K. So like that 89, let me see exactly where I'm at so I can have this for documentation. Yeah, 89,088 is what I'm comfortable with saying that we could retrace to. So yeah, man, I'd be watching closely on this for the next couple of days.
Yeah, and just to add to what you're saying, you said 89. Yeah, I got that target right there.
Perfect.
So we just had a full moon, and the market just came down. And if you guys look at these little white dots, this is the full moon. And you can tell when you see like a little minor correction come down and then bounce off. So typically that indicates the bottom. But what I also notice is during new moons, that's when we start to see this thing explode. So there is within a realm of possibility that the new moon is going to be happening close to the 14th, which is going to be January 27th. So if we were to see that new moon come in, then boom, it could spike up and start doing its thing. And if you go back, you just look at it like, bro, I've been obsessed with this like moon phase thing. I think phase. Go ahead.
You're my favorite new astrology chick. I love this, bro.
Yeah. I actually dated plenty of astrology chicks in my life, man. I still don't understand.
Bro, you're my favorite new one. Now you're just an astrology sister.
Yeah. I still don't understand why Mercury's in retrograde. I still don't understand that crap, but it is what it is.
I'll figure it out for you, Chris.
So if you guys see right here, the bottom of these new moons come here, and then after the new moon, we start to see that pump coming up here. So if we're going to see a move from these scenarios that I just listed out here, it's going to be closer to the 14th where we have that new moon coming in. So I'll probably move this over. Did I say the 14th? man.
Yeah.
It's 14 days.
27th. 14 days.
27th. 27th. Yeah. So I probably move this over the bottom right here. I'll probably move it over here a little bit, but it's the same generalized idea. So yeah, man. So overall, man, Bitcoin price chart looks good. It could just trade sideways. We could have that correction that I talk about, and then we start going up. But ultimately, if that happens, there's nothing wrong with having some dough on the sideline. Oh, check this out.
I was just about to post that, bro. I was gonna say what a great catalyst event to post for the macro.
January 27th day, IRS open tax season. All right, maybe that's the sign. Maybe that's the sign we need.
That was a sign for me. It hit me immediately. I think it hit you too, because I was about to click on Brett's post there. Thanks for tuning in today, Brett. I've never seen you in here, but I'm glad that you made it today, boss. And it also looks like we've got Morpheus.win in here, LFG. I think that means let's freaking go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We got Sharknado says, what's good? What's good? And yes, of course, Morpheus never asking for permission. Okay. I think Goo God's in here. We've got Vibra. It's vibrating in here. Josh. I mean, all these guys. Thank you so much, Hosava13. Don't have time to shout you all out because you're all too much. 165 of you in here. Let's get to 200. Chris, what do we got next?
All right, Bitcoin dominance. We got to talk about this. Here's what the Bitcoin dominance chart is telling you right now. I can't tell if this is the market maker messing with you, but you see right here, you have a shoulder, you have a head, and then you have a shoulder. It's an inverse head and shoulder. So what this chart is saying, I'm not saying this is going to come to fruition, but they're saying this. I probably wouldn't go that high. I'll probably bring it down like right here. It's saying that it's going to break up and hit 60%. That's what that chart says on the daily. Do I believe it if that's going to happen? No, I don't. I'll be very honest with you. I don't think that's going to happen, but it is within the realm of possibility. So where are we at right now? We have a massive resistance. So we have a top right here, a second top, and then we have a third top, and we're just trading along this downtrend. Now, if we come across and we break this downtrend and we start scooping up, then yes, we will go up to 60% back into the ascending wedge. And then we'll probably come here and then break down. But do I think we're in altcoin season? Yes. I don't see us coming back up to 61% and going past that. So what this tells me is altcoin season is getting ready to break down. Now, there's one other indicator I also want to add. Let me bring up the SMA because this is going to be extremely important. Whoa, I do not. That is way too many charts. Well, let me turn this off. Freaking star patterns. All right, so we got what is going on, Trading View. Man, I might need to just get the advanced version. All right. So I'm going to put this as like a red line. Go right here. And then I'm going to put this right here. So guess what? Guess what just happened? And this is huge.
Let's see.
Take a guess. We had the 50 come down and cross over the 200.
Yeah, we got a golden cross, bro.
No.
Because I was going to ask you. No.
We have a death cross.
Death cross. That's right.
This is called a death cross. When you have the 50 go right below the 200, what this is saying is this thing's about to break down. When was the last time this happened? And we'll go back. And this is on the daily. Last time we had a death cross, right? Right here. You see the 50 go below the 200?
Yeah.
Broke down. Boom.
And inverse head and shoulders. That was my question I wrote down. I was going to ask you, bro. So yeah, you answered it.
Yes, sir. So when the 200 crosses above the 50, that's called a golden cross. I mean, it's going to come back up. So every time we see that cross happen, it's go time, baby. We go back here. 50 goes right below the 200. Boom, breakdown. A couple weeks later, I would say probably let's look at the days where we have like the about 50 days, 56. This doesn't necessarily mean the time frame won't matter too much. Now let's look on the weekly and see. So that's on the daily. We had a death cross on the daily. So on the weekly, we haven't seen a weekly death cross. So that's on a longer time frame. What we need to see is this actually start to come down, and then once this line starts cooking and bending down, then we're going to be full into altcoin season. So basically the main point I'm trying to say is specifically on the daily with that death cross, it's almost go time, and we haven't had this cross since August 6th of 2022. We haven't had this cross since August 6th of 2022 when we started to see the altcoin season basically almost completely bottom. So, yeah, guys, I'm telling you right now, we are in altcoin season, and it's about to get crazy. So, what just happened in the market? This is God's gift to you. Like, if there's a meme coin, if there's an altcoin, if there's a project you've been fading, and all the liquidity is getting sucked into this new Trump meme coin on Solana, God just said, "Hey guys, here's a gift. Go for it. Make some plays, make some moves, because we are right there." Comments, questions, or concerns?
Bro, right at the precipice. I couldn't have said it better myself. It's almost as if we're standing at this threshold, bro, and waiting to jump right through. And we're seeing all the indicators line up. We're seeing the head and shoulders. We're seeing the death crosses, bro. Hey, if you need any more indicators or eye openers, this might not be the game for you. What do you think, Chris?
I agree, man. Just go watch Crypto Banter. So.
Damn, Chris, you're good. Anyways, I got a question here, and I kind of want to answer it because I think I can do it real quick. But I want to answer it after you're finished with this. So don't let me forget, Chris.
Go ahead, ask your question. What's up?
Okay, he's just asking the 3 top coins on Pulse Chain, dude. I like PDI, and that's all I'm giving you. How about it? Awesome.
Okay. There you go. There you go. PDI. Love it. You know what? We'll give you the other 2 if we get up to 500 viewers in this live stream. So guys, share this out, and we'll give you some more plays, because I got some more plays on Pulse Chain that we don't talk about. Trey's got some plays that we don't talk about. So, all right, good stuff. Now what's the next thing? All right, I saw someone want to talk about ETH chart analysis. That's a good point. We should talk about it. Actually, I don't want to talk about the chart yet. I want to hold off on the chart. I want to talk about this. The ETH BTC pair. All right, so ETH, this is the Ethereum Bitcoin pair on Binance Smart Chain. Why is this important? The reason why this is important is because we're trying to see the price performance of Ethereum versus Bitcoin. When we have ETH season, typically, let me get rid of some of these lines. Whoa, I don't want the moon patterns. Typically, when we start to see meme coins run on ETH, we start to see a bottom out. Let me go on the monthly just so it's easier to see. And then where did we go?
All the way to the right, yeah.
So when you see this pair, so this is Ethereum versus Bitcoin. When it bottoms out right here and starts running, that's when you get a crazy altcoin season. So what are we looking at? We're waiting for it to come in, bottom out, and then come back up and start running. Now, this pair is in an Elliott wave triangle that's been going on for 10 years. 10 years. 10 years. So I think because of how many people have been hating on Ethereum, I think we might break out of this triangle. It's going to really shock people. I think we could come up here and test all-time highs versus Bitcoin on Ethereum because so many people are hating on this project. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, do you think that this thing even has the potential to go from E to F with just a pure breakout, no retest at the top of the flag? Just, hey, I'm sending now, bro. That's kind of what it feels like the state of ETH is to me, in my opinion. But that's just kind of the way I feel.
Yes, within the realm of possibility. I mean, if you got so many haters on a project, you know, the pain's always to the upside. That's one thing Goo God always says. So
Wow. Nice,
so
dude. Good work.
so I'm gonna go here on the daily and I want to show you guys something extremely important. So we're on the daily, right? When it comes to ETH BTC dominance, we just hit an all-time low. So right here back in November, we bottomed out and then we're retesting the bottom. TitanX, ETH meme coins, ETH altcoins. This is the time to make the move. Ethereum's going down versus Bitcoin. This is the time because I'm telling you, it's probably not going to go that much lower. It might go down. You could say go down to 0.03, maybe. But I'm telling you right now, this is the move because that means most of these meme coins that have bottomed out and it's time to do your thing. So that's why I think, you know, the TitanX ecosystem, there's a lot of gems. We'll get into that. We'll get into a bunch of meme coins. But ultimately, the main point I'm trying to say is Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Ethereum's going down. This is the time because I guarantee you it's going to bounce right back up. And a lot of people are like, dang, why didn't I not take advantage of the situation? Comments,
Man,
concerns, thoughts?
speaking of taking advantage of the situation, man, I just would repeat, listen, guys, Trump, he just said, hey, I know where all the heads are turned. They're on Solana. Okay. So when he has such a weighty influence that he can throw around, he can just jump on there and he can launch something. And he can send it to billies. Okay. That's how influence works. But you got to recognize that when he's influencing over there, something else is going on over here in the mix. Something's going on in the pot. Memes are dead. Probably not. Oh, Bitcoin's done running. The market is over. Ah, what? You don't know anything about layer twos. This is a problem, okay? There's way too much going on for you to be obsessing over one story or the other. You get married to stories and bags too quickly here. It's time to just find out the information, grab it, grip it, do it, use it, move it. Let's go.
Love it. Good stuff. All right. So what's going on with Ethereum right now? So if we just take a look at the chart, I'm gonna go on the weekly. We're still trading this flag. You know, we broke out of this flag. One, got a doji, came back down, bearish engulfing candle, came back up, and we're just trading sideways inside this flag. So we try to break up, got rejected. Now we're just coming back in. ETH is showing just a massive inverse head and shoulders. We talked about this since December. So our target 6K is still in play. It's that simple. So what I'm trying to get across is now that ETH has bottomed out, once we start to see a move out of this flag, you're going to see that ETH BTC pair shoot up. And I think when Ethereum goes, it's going to go violently. I talked to Facing Reality about this. He brought up a phenomenal point. When this thing pumps, it's going to be a violent pump that nobody sees coming. So how I see this playing out, yeah, I agree with Lisbeth. Come in, hit that flag, bounce up, retest the breakout, and then boom, 6K. See you later. And then we'll do the analysis. Any thoughts on Ethereum?
Yeah, man. I mean, I just think we've been looking at this market manipulation so long that I cannot wait to see what happens from that. Like, that is awesome, dude. We like the sideways action and we've known that it's not dead. So it's been a great place to capitalize all along. I think that's the best part about understanding these markets is knowing that there's some capital to be made at all times. And if you can get your eyes on as many things as you can get researched up. So, yeah, I feel like ETH and TitanX are definitely super suppressed. And we're going to some crazy stuff on Ethereum blockchain this cycle.
I agree. And how I see this playing out, in order for this to be like a true inverse head and shoulders on the monthly, you know, we might close a little bit higher at about probably close to 4K by the end of this month. And then we might have another sideways candle in February. But then I think, you know, March, that's when we're going to see Ethereum go absolutely crazy. So I'll be paying very special attention to Ethereum in March if it has not already ran in February. So that's how I'm gauging the market. All right, that's it for any charts. Let's let's go check out TitanX real quick because I think that's the we gotta address the elephant in the room. You know.
Okay. Everyone can get ready for Chris's analysis, baby, because what he's gonna do is put you in paralysis. That's what he's about to do. You'll be all right once you get this.
I love it. Put you in paralysis. All right, so we had the box of opportunity, we had the sideways action, and we broke down. Typically, when I give you guys a box of opportunity, it's never a done deal. So we got to adjust and check out the situation. Now, here's what I'm seeing with the price chart. And this happened when I believe there was like a whale exiting. You see this wick over here, right?
Yeah, the one you're putting that box underneath, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So there's this massive wick coming all the way down. And I'll make this like orange. And then can I fill this color? Where do I fill the color? Let's make it orange. So you see this wick right here. We came down and fill the wick. When you see a massive wick like this, it's always retested. I don't care what chart it is. It can be, you can have a pump after that and then come back in the bear market and retest it, or you can retest it in a couple days, weeks, or months. It always gets retested. So we came across, filled the wick once, jumped up, came back down, filled the wick twice. So this is a healthy retest of that bottom wick. Now, where are we sitting right now with TitanX? We're kind of in a make it or break it point. So on the macro, this is a head and shoulders. I will not lie to you guys. Shoulder, head, shoulder. The target would be probably close to a quadruple bottom. So we might come down and take a look at this trend line coming up here. That is within the realm of possibility, because if you guys see right here, I got one touch, I got two touch, and then I got three touches. Well, let me line this up a little bit. Three touches. So if we break down past 6 zeros and a 387, we'll probably come down here, get into resistance. So we'll have to hit this level and then the next level. And then probably the stopping point is going to be somewhere on this trend line, because, you know, you got the lower low and you keep moving up. That is scenario one. Scenario two, we have a new box of opportunity. I would probably put this box of opportunity right here. I don't want to be too aggressive, but we might trade in between these 2 points, 6 zeros and a 4822, 6 zeros and a 3492. And we just continue this sideways consolidation and just keep going in here. Now, in the sideways consolidation, there will be burning, there'll be project launches, there'll be all sorts of cool stuff in the ecosystem. Check out the Mo and all those guys that are TitanX heads. I call them TitanX heads. They love that stuff. That's scenario two. We come here, or we bottom out, come back up, see you later, and we start pumping back up to the resistance. Now, what's going on with TitanX, and why is it? What does the chart tell me? So we talked about the buy and burn. We don't have an active buy and burn from, like, you know, the east side through the DApp. DragonX is still waiting to figure out where they're going to allocate their ETH and the amounts and the time frame. And, you know, it is what it is, its own project. But we do have some sort of burning over here at x28.win. This is where we're seeing a bunch of burning of the TitanX token. So you come over here to the buy and burn. And basically what happens is when you mint the X28 token, half the tokens are burnt. The other half is used to burn X28. So it creates this like arbitrage opportunity, and it's just burning TitanX off the market. So that's where most of the burning's happening right now. If we come back over to the website, let's go over to TitanX.win and look at some stats. We can look at the liquid supply. So last time I checked, the liquid supply was sitting right around 49%. So we come down here to stats. Where is stats? Oh, it's right here. I just clicked on it. Never mind. So the total circulating supply is 44%. So since last time I checked, we burned 6% supply, and that was in December, last time we were live streaming, right? So we are burning TitanX off the market. We're just not seeing the price chart perform. We're not seeing liquidity coming into the ecosystem. So in my opinion, just based off of what I'm seeing and just looking at the macro, because the micro right now looks extremely bearish. When we start to see a buy and burn get turned on, whether it's through TitanX or DragonX, or maybe the launch of Taurus really accelerates, or we get X28 on the base and we get more TitanX going through the X28 DApp to be burned, that's probably what's going to really be a major catalyst for the ecosystem. So ultimately, like I said, we're at a local low. We filled the wick. This is the time to make moves. Trey Souls, any thoughts? And I just went on a rant.
Oh, no, I definitely got some thoughts about that for sure. All right.
Go
So
for it.
first off, I think we don't need to be getting ahead of ourselves here. Okay. This market is going to be real serious, but it's going to be real seriously fast too. It's going to come and go. And so right now, if I was the TitanX creator or developer, I would not want to be pumping all of my reserve funds right now. Why? Because ETH isn't pumping. Why would I do that? That doesn't make any sense at all. Why would I allocate the ETH now if I'm being patient and I understand that 55% is already burned? Okay, we got X28 working over here. We got to let the burning take place already, burn that stuff down. So the more that's burned off the market, when the real kabang is ready, happens and blows this thing through the roof, like each and every one of us that are participating in it want to see, believe to be able to be possible to happen, because we know that the math is there and we know that the time has been put in. So the way that I see it is that I don't see a quadruple bottom happening, because I think that by the time we get to that time frame, there's going to be a lot of catalysts popping off, things that you just needed to be a little bit more patient for right now. And I think anyone who got out of TitanX from December till now and even till the pump starts is going to be very disappointed with their actions.
Couldn't agree more, man. So that's how, yep, I agree with the assessment. And, ultimately, we'll see what happens. But guess what? This is going to be your great opportunity to get into some TitanX projects. So I'm going to run through a bunch that we personally like, that we think it's a play. And if you guys spam our chat, we'll chart one of them, since we're at 248. We want to get to 1,000. So
yep,
more alpha.
Sorry,
all right.
Chris.
Yeah. So the first one that I absolutely love, I think this thing is going to be a screamer. I think this project has a phenomenal developer team. This is also a project that we're associated with. We have been working with Brandon with, and I think this project is going to be a huge game changer for the entire TitanX ecosystem. The name of that project is Morpheus. Now, Morpheus, just like a memeified DApp, I mean, it's not really a meme coin anymore, but it does have that meme coin aspect with the branding. But ultimately, there's an aggregator called Switch.win. If I come over here to Switch.win, this aggregator you can use for transactions. You can basically find the best deal on the market if you want to trade for anything on Ethereum. Ooh, open up my MetaMask wallet. Don't want to do that. Now, I'm going to put this in the chat, guys. Go ahead and check out this. What's going to happen is when fees are turned on for like Switch.win, because it's right now in the development phase, but you can still use it. The fees from this are going to be used to burn the Morpheus token. So on top of all of the burning that's happening with Morpheus, we're going to get a bunch of burning from all the fees generated from the Switch.win. So basically what Morpheus is, it's an extension of an aggregator that's going to be used to bring in so much liquidity into the TitanX ecosystem, and it's going to burn the Morpheus token. Any thoughts on that before I go through the stats?
That is just beautiful, bro. That's poetic to me. That is the poetic usage of the blockchain technology, bro. You're using Switch Win, something that people are going to use. I have watched brand new people in crypto last week just use Switch Win on their own, bro. I was taken aback. My jaw was like, someone's using Switch Win and I didn't have to tell them. They're just doing it on their own. It was crazy, bro. So I know that thing is going to be generating fees for lots of young people around the world.
Absolutely. And it's all going to go into the Morpheus token. We have, what was it? 14% of the Morpheus token has been burned from just the buy and burn. And then once the switch starts getting fees, it's going to burn a lot. So the Morpheus token is going to be hyper deflationary. And when it goes, it goes. That's the big thing. When it comes to the price dynamics or whatever, my macro says this thing's going to go absolutely crazy. So good stuff. Stop spoon feeding us. I like spoon feeding. That's how I roll, baby. It makes more sense. All right. Now coming over here and just checking on the Morpheus chart, we did get a cup and handle. We tested that neckline. We had a breakout. We failed to reach our target. And now we're starting to break down and trade sideways. Here's what I see on the Morpheus chart. I do see a trend line forming right here, coming across. Now, I'm curious to see how this plays out. So I have, this is a very jacked up looking. All right, so we got 1, got 2, got 3, got 4, and then 5. So what I'm seeing on the chart right now is we broke down out of that cup and handle, came back down, and now we're just trading sideways, and we could potentially see a higher low. In my opinion, based on what I'm seeing in the chart, this is a phenomenal opportunity for Morpheus. Sitting at $2 million market cap, the chart definitely bottomed out. What I want to see on this next day is if I see a doji, that'll be a great indicator of a bottom out because we might need to come back in, touch the trend line again, and then we'll see our next move. So Morpheus, definitely a great play. Any thoughts on Morpheus before we move on?
I'm loving it. I just really want to look at the ratio, bro.
Okay, ratio. Yeah, ratio. It's actually going up versus DragonX, and then now it's coming up and it's trading sideways. I don't like to do chart patterns on ratios because they don't typically play out the way they typically don't really play out when you do chart patterns. Like you can say that this is a cup and handle. Let's see. Well, actually, this one played out pretty well. This might be just a 1% example where a chart pattern plays out, but what I'm seeing right now is it's coming up. It hit a 0.546 ratio versus DragonX, and it's coming down. So the main point I'm trying to say is you're seeing a gradual increase in the ratio versus DragonX. This is basically telling you, hey, we are getting more DragonX by being the Morpheus token. That's what the chart says. So,
boom, love it.
All right,
coming up.
Second project that I absolutely love, and the third is going to be the best one. And I think I'll leave the third as like a surprise. But the second one,
let's go 270. There's 273 in here right now. We got people saying, feed me, spoon feed me. The math is there. Stop spoon feeding us. So I'm going to amp it up. We're going to give you more alpha when we hit 500 people in here. And then when we hit 500 people, then we'll amp it up. We'll turn the dial up from 3 to 5. And then when you guys hit 1,000, we'll go from 5 to 8. When 5 to 8 happens, then it'll be 1,000 plus. We'll get you guys up plus 10, and we'll give you all the secrets, bro. We'll tell you every secret we've ever told amongst each other. How about it? You don't want spoon feeding anymore? Dude, we'll shove it down your throat.
Somebody should clip that.
They might. Let's go.
Yeah, someone should clip that and post it all over Twitter. That'd be so funny. Yeah, so here's the deal. Matrix token, another phenomenal project. It is made by a developer who doesn't train legs, and all the conspiracy theories about him are true. I just want to make that clear. If anybody tells you that Mike Dean did something, there's a 88% chance that it's true. Okay, there's no rumors about Mike Dean. They're all true. I'm just kidding. Shout out to Mike Dean. I love the guy. So he created a great project. I gave him the idea for the name for the Matrix token, and I think it's great. The branding's great. The tokenomics are phenomenal. Now I want to show you guys something about Matrix token that nobody figured out but us. I'm gonna show you why this project is so special. So if we come down and we look at this right here. Wait, hold on. Where's the stake management? Let's look at the stats. Stats right here. Look at this right here. Matrix percent ownership of the hyper staking pool. You see that, right? So here's how the protocol works. There's an auction, and basically through the auction, there's 28 days. You put your tokens up. You take your TitanX, Ethereum, and whatever, and it's converted into hyper. Some of the hypers used to be staked. Some of the hypers used to burn the Matrix token. Now, when you have a buy and burn of the Matrix token, 5% is used and put up into a incentive rewards pool. For those of you who decide to participate in the claim, you can basically gain Matrix tokens over time through that buy and burn. So basically the idea is you don't claim your tokens and dump them straight on the market. Now, what's crazy about this that not many people are really looking at, they're not freaking out. So there's 289 of you guys in here. So I'm going to tell you the secret. This is the secret sauce of this live stream. Matrix owns 43.80507.9% of the hyper pool. Trey Souls, what does that mean? We come over here to hyper.win. All right. They owns of the hyper staking out pool, it owns about half of it. We go over here to the payouts. We scroll down to the payouts. We look at day 369, which is happening. What day is it? What's 369 minus 17? I'm going to type this out.
12?
52.
No, I'm sorry. Oh, I did the wrong math. Yeah, thank you, Chris. I'm glad you're there. I glitched out.
Glitched out of the Matrix, baby. So you have 52 days before the 369 day payout comes in, and then 52% of all the hyper in here is going to go straight into the Matrix protocol. Half of it's going to restake it back into hyper, and the other half is probably going to be used to burn the Matrix token into oblivion. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. You have seen the potential reincarnation of DragonX on top of hyper. This thing is going to go crazy. The allocation from the staking rewards payout pool is so similar to DragonX before it goes absolutely ballistic. I'm sounding the alarm. I'm beeping the horn. I'm telling you guys about the Matrix token. It is the biggest leverage play on top of hyper. You want to know the greatest part about the Matrix token, Trey Souls?
Oh, come on, man. Come on. Besides the fact that it's just leverage, bro. Come on.
The supply is capped. It's a capped
Go.
supply. The supply is capped. So, guys, how much more simple can it be? I'm showing you. And look at this, guys. Look at this. The chart looks good. It's 378K market cap. You know, you want to know when we started making plays on DragonX? Guess what the market cap was?
Probably right at the same exact market cap Matrix is sitting at right now. 301 of you in here.
Yeah, we started making, bids on DragonX. I think it was like right around 188K. But main point I'm trying to say is when I put that tweet out, it was right around 200K ish. And now it's sitting at 388K. So the main point I'm trying to tell you guys is you have the opportunity. And what I'm seeing on the chart right now, there is some indicators of it bottom out. So, there's a clear bottom here. There's a lower low. A higher low, excuse me. And another higher low. And then a fourth one. So you could say that's a quadruple bottom if you want to be all TA specific. And then we had a massive wick coming down. I guarantee you in the future, we might have to fill this wick. That is within the realm of possibility. I want to let you know. But because this is such a low market cap token, it's not guaranteed. So in my opinion, based off of what I'm seeing with the Matrix token, this is a great opportunity. 388K market cap, it doesn't get any better than that. Any thoughts, concerns, or opinion on Matrix? You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Sorry, bro. My bad. I said, I did have a question.
So,
and that question was is it, you said about that wick filling, right? We got to try to maybe fill that wick, but it is a possibility that wick could get filled on the way back down rather as opposed to it's trying to come up now and go fill it now. We can see it when it comes back down and maybe at the end of the cycle.
Yeah, that is within realm possibility as well. And, keep in mind, I should have said this at the beginning when it comes to wicks filled. What I notice with projects when it comes to these gnarly wicks coming down, Like when it's above, I would say probably right above $1 million, all those massive gnarly wicks always get filled, depending on if it's $1 million going down to 500K, or if it's like $10 million going down to 5 million, and it's like a massive wick. They always get filled on the higher volume pairs. This is a little bit lower volume, so it's not guaranteed to fill that wick. So that's just a rule of thumb. It could be a different scenario, but I'm just pointing this out. So yeah, man. All right. Good stuff. All right. And then the third and the final one that I like. And then I see one token that everybody's spamming. So yeah, I'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in a second. So this might be our third to last. Alien X, baby. Alien freaking X.
Let's go.
Sitting at a 213K market cap. So Alien X, believe it or not, it launched at a local top on TitanX, and the price has basically just been trading sideways. Versus TitanX, the ratio has been trading close to 1 to 1.1 to 0.1771. So what this is telling me is it's basically following the price of TitanX right now and going sideways. Now, one thing I want to point out about Alien X, since we've have all this bearish sentiment, if I come over here to the stats page, we only have 60% of TitanX liquid. So over 40% of TitanX, I mean, Alien X has been burned. 40% of Alien X has been burnt off the market. So if there's ever an opportunity where you want to get a good position on a TitanX altcoin, we gave you Morpheus 2.2. We gave you Matrix 389K, and now we're giving you Alien X sitting at a 213K. Now, here's the big thing about Alien X. When we started to see a lot of volume go through TitanX, there's a buy and sell tax fee on top of Alien X. And because there's a buy and sales tax, that's going to be used to burn the Alien X token. So when that volume comes in from all the arbitrage bots, it's going to burn even more of the supply. So just want to make this aware of. And like I said, Alien X, man, good stuff. Any thoughts and opinions on it?
Yeah. Look, guys, I'm going to give you a hint. I'm going to give you some hidden alpha. You ready? You ready, Chris?
All right, let's hear it.
If your head, if it starts tingling while you're in the shower and you start thinking about a particular meme coin, you might want to go look at it. See if it's on Radium. See if it's on Uniswap. Because guess what? That's what happened in my head in the shower earlier today when I was thinking about Alien X, bro. I was like, so many people are sleeping on this right now. They're like, they think this is a dud. They don't even think about the power that it has to leverage off of Inferno, which is leveraged off of TitanX. Yeah, bro. I mean, there's a lot going on that people just so easily to forget about. So I'm very excited to see what happens when we see Ethereum do its thing, because we know that it would be a cascade from that point. And tokens like this that are primed up with 40% burnt off the market with sales tax and with arbitrage bots going to be doing work. Yeah, these are going to be violent pumps unlike anything you've ever seen in your life. And you're going to think, wow, I could have listened to Chris and Trey. They were just so silly. They were just such jokers. Why didn't I understand? But we're here to tell you that the joking is over. We've got some jokey times. But you know what? We've been saying this for months. We've been talking about Morpheus for months. We told you we would talk about Matrix when it came up. We've been talking about all of this stuff ever since it came out. It's not vaporware. It's new alien tech, and we have to participate. We don't have a choice. We have to get alien coins. We will have Alien X on Pulse Chain 2. That's my rant. Thanks.
There you go. And hey, there you go. Shout out to Good God, man. My homie, guys. Please follow Good God. Good stuff. All right. Well, it looks like we got to talk about this token. I'm seeing a lot of you guys want to talk about it.
I know it's coming.
What about ORX? RX will save TitanX. I do also like Morpheus. RX may possibly save the world, man. You guys really love this token.
Timeout. I want to take a timeout right now, bro. We got to stop. This is not right, bro. This is not right. You guys need to chill out on RX. I'm just going to say that right now, okay? If you're talking about RX right now and you don't have a PDI bag, you need to reconsider your whole existence in cryptocurrency because you are not understanding the most important stable coins. You don't need to be speculating on speculation. You need to understand what's important in this market. This is something we don't know about yet. We don't know. Developer's not doxing himself. And it's, as far as we know right now, it's a speculative experiment. Just like many other things that we're putting our hope and faith into when it comes to working in the blockchain. But look, guys, stop going on so many rabbit holes and stop diluting yourself so much. You got to quit diluting yourself and you need to focus on what matters, bros. If you're into stable coins and you think ORX is going to save the world, you're not thinking right.
Yeah, well, I think it was just joking though. So, but I mean,
well, if they're just joking, then I hope freaking RX puts on a green cape and a green ring and saves the world, baby. Let's go right next to the moon.
Yeah. No. I mean, look, you know, No Spoon, he's been following us, and I've seen him in our live streams for 8 months. But I think you have like a great point about, you know, these stable coins. There's a lot of speculation. I do know some stuff about ORX protocol, and what I really like about PDI and ORX is that they're building stable coins for both these ecosystems. So I'll get into ORX a little bit, and I do agree with you that if you think there's like a project that is like a god or it's gonna save everything, you probably have a really bad mindset, because what I saw with Richard Hart on Pulse Chain was you had a bunch of people coming in here saying that Richard Hart's going to save us. And if you're relying on one man, like if you're a man above probably the age of 24 and you're trying and you think there's going to be one man to save you, I'm going to be really honest with you, you're a beta, because the only person that can save you is yourself. That is the only person that can get you where you need to be. And that's the only person that can hold yourself accountable. Now, get into our ORX. I think this is going to be a potential screamer of a protocol, but there's a lot of things that need to come into fruition. Now, let's check out the chart first, and then we'll go from there.
Love it. I'm excited to learn about this thing.
So they basically had a like a bonding curve for ORX where you put up TitanX, and I believe it must have been like 10 billion ORX that could be minted. But I just want to look at the chart, and then we can talk a little bit about this protocol, because I spoke to a couple people about the developer, man, and this guy's actually pretty wicked smart, and he's doing a lot of really innovative stuff. And from my understanding, he had, I believe, 8 or 10 audits, and those audits cost like a lot of money. So I'm pretty sure he spent a bunch of money on this protocol. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how it plays out. Now, looking at the price chart, it's up. It hit a all-time high of about 6x, and it's starting to bottom out. So trade sideways, came in, boom, touch, boom, touch, boom, touch. So it's basically following this trend line. So chances are, if I would bet my bottom dollar on ORX, you're going to have an opportunity coming back to touch this trend line, and then boom, it could be a see you later type of scenario. Now, from my understanding, I believe ORX is planning on launching very soon. So let me take a look at the website.
We got 351 in here right now. Thank you, guys. That's over 350 people in this chat learning about ORX right now. Look, guys, if we don't give you the black and the white, you can't make an informed decision. So that's why Chris got to have a black hat on. I got to have a white hat on, and we're going to make this thing uncovered.
Yeah. So the best way to really get into and talk about what's going on with ORX, it's not going to be exactly the same as the liquidity protocol, but the theory is you take your TitanX tokens and you can put it into something called collateral. And using that collateral, you can mint the ORX token and then use that as a stable coin. So what's really great about this is if you ever want to do some sort of like leverage play on the ecosystem, you can collateralize your TitanX position, get those stable coins, and if the price of TitanX goes up, you can mint more stable coins and buy more TitanX and keep your collateral and keep basically collateralizing your position, and you can increase exponentially. Now on the flip side, if you get a massive dip in the price of TitanX, then your entire position could get liquidated, and you could lose all your TitanX that you put into collateralization. So the main point I'm trying to get across is this approach for a stable coin is very unique. It's built with the TitanX ecosystem. And the one thing that I'm looking for when it comes to this type of protocol is liquidity. So when I talk about liquidity, what I mean by is if you were to swap into this stable coin from TitanX, Ethereum, whatever the main pair is, how much slippage are you going to get? Pulse chain, liquid loans. If you swap from, I believe it was like $1 million worth of Pulse straight into their stable coin, you will get eaten up with slippage. You would probably lose, I think it was something crazy like 20%. So these protocols are great in theory, but when it comes to adding liquidity and trying to swap in and out into the token, that's where you're going to see a lot of issues. Now, from my understanding, Titan Farms is probably going to offer some sort of pair where you can add liquidity to the stablecoin position into multiple pairs. And by doing that, you'll actually receive the T-Ink token. So the one thing I'm looking at with this protocol, I know it's very advanced. There's probably a lot of moving levers, and I'll probably go down the rabbit hole for this because I typically don't like to go down the rabbit hole unless it's worth it. And I think for this particular protocol, it will be. But regardless of like all the functionality and the special use cases and the value behind the ORX token, the question is, will there be enough liquidity to swap a whale position in and out into the USDX token? I believe that's what their stablecoin's called. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's scary, but yeah, I got you, bro.
So what do I see with ORX? This is where the ORX play comes in. And basically, in your mind, if you think this protocol is going to be an absolute game changer, and you think that when this thing gets launched and you can collateralize your DragonX, your TitanX, and all these other coins on top of the TitanX ecosystem, this is a speculative play that you think this stablecoin is going to do really, really well. It's going to change the world. It's going to save the world. Right here's your play, the ORX play. If it runs into issues, you have problems, it's going to get reflected on the chart. So I think the main point I'm trying to say is, if you're a speculator, if you really like this protocol, now's the time to do it, because this chart's bottom out. It's hitting a potential quadruple bottom, and you might have a small opportunity soon. But once this stablecoin launches, and if it does really well, it's go time. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, man. The first thing I think about is that slippage, man. So that thing is I think if that is cleared up and you get past that hurdle and you're not losing your butt on everything that you're doing, more power to you. I hope that when the liquidity comes, the green candles will, in your humble opinion, No Spoon. I hope this for you as well. Very excited to go over ORX today.
Yeah, man. So that's the overall thought. So overall, guys, look, we gave you guys 4 plays. I think our ORX is a great speculative play. Up to you guys. You want to get into it. We're not financial advisors, but we gave you guys some phenomenal coins that we just listed across the board. And then now we're going to go through a general meme coin list. So the last thing I just want to leave you guys with TitanX. I've had so many people tell me that they think TitanX is dead. And every time someone sends me a message about it, I buy more TitanX. That's the big thing. When people tell me something's gonna die or this and that, that's my buy signal. So that's not financial advice, but please keep in mind we haven't seen the full raw of this ecosystem, and this is a massive experiment, and the experiment will be over. Well, the experiment will continue, and the one indicator that will say that it's over is if we get to the end and all the buy burns are cleared out and the miners are profitable, then that's it. But we still have filled up buy burns. We still have the raw X28, and we still have speculation behind all these assets. So that's my final thoughts on TitanX. What about you?
That's it right there, man. I'm still looking at TitanX. I'm still seeing the same thing from the beginning of November. I'm still not worried about it whatsoever. I'm still really loving it and making thumbnails for it and streaming on it. So if that tells you anything, guys, we really enjoy it. And Chris, you're doing a great job today. I wanted to let you know that. And also, that was Lisbeth D. Van D that wanted to let you know that. She's one of our loyal followers. Just wanted to say thanks, Lisbeth. Share this out with your friends. Bring more lovely ladies in, just like yourself, because you really amp us up and make us go to work. Chris, what's next?
All right, let's just go through some meme coins, man. Everything's bottomed out, so this is the part of the show where we go through a bunch of meme coins that we're looking at. Keep in mind we're degenerates. We love shiny objects, and that's how we are, man. We've always been like this. We always will be like this, and this is just how we roll. We're degens at heart. So,
Yeah.
All right. So I want to talk about this project because when it first came out, we were messing around, having fun, and then I saw a wave of FUD about it. And so when you guys FUD something, it actually makes me want to talk about it more. That's just how we roll, baby. So there's this one meme coin that I've absolutely been crushing it. It's on the base chain. It's got a reflection token. It's got a reflection of my favorite project, Mr. Miggles. I think Mr. Miggles is going to be the absolute screamer and potential #1 meme coin on top of base. Name of this project is Rabies. So
I just love that because with meme coins, you can name something Rabies, bro, and it's the biggest FU to the establishment. But hey, we about to get sick off of Rabies. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Well, we're streaming on YouTube, so we gotta keep it PG-13 because we have a lot of people that like to use YouTube. So I don't want to get demonetized yet. I think we will get it demonetized in the future, but we got to chill right now. So Rabies comes after a really funny cartoon way back in the day. You guys can go and Google it. The memes are awesome. I can't even show the meme coins because our YouTube channel will get basically taken down to existence. But long story short, when this project first came out, dude, it ran to close to a 500K market cap. Let's look at the market cap. Right here, 432K. I lied. I was off by 70K. This thing came up to about 434K, and it was an absolute screamer. It went crazy for, oh, wow. Whoa. The Matrix is trying to bring us back to ORX.
ORX, bro. We're almost at 400 people. Here we go.
All right. Hey, I'm telling you, if we get 1,000 people, we'll start listing off plays that we've been making. Like everything. It'll be rapid fire. We'll overshill to you guys. That's how we roll. So
the only overshill ever.
So this is at 434K. That's the top, and then we had some unnecessary FUD, came back down, formed a inverse head and shoulders, and then now we're hitting and we're retesting that bottom. Let me go on the price chart, not the MCAP. Sorry, I like to do the MCAP because it's easier to.
My dude was on the hourly too. I was about to lose my mind, dude.
Oh yeah. So right here we're testing a local low. We got a little magnet right here, and I think the reason why. So one thing about Rabies is there's a thick liquidity pool with the Miggles project. So if Mr. Miggles runs now, Rabies is going to feel some of that economic energy. And you want to hear the funny part about Mr. Miggles? You want to know the major market maker for Mr. Miggles? Like, take a guess.
Wintermute? No.
Yeah, Wintermute. So now that this is LP'd with Mr. Miggles and Wintermute does the market making, now Wintermute is doing the market making for Rabies. Well, not really the market making, but they're trading in and out of the pools. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. So we have prepared ourselves for winter. Winter is coming, but it's coming in the form of arbitrage robots. And this is not the way you ever saw the Game of Thrones ending.
Yes, sir. So right now, what's happening is you're seeing the trades coming in and out, and I guarantee you there's some dude in a desk in some Western country looking at this and being like, why are we trading in and out of Rabies for Mr. Miggles? So it is what it is. So
then they're like, wait, hold on a second. I see why.
Yeah. So long story short, guys, this is sitting at 67K market cap. It's bottoming out because of that massive Trump pump on his meme coin. So in my opinion, I think this thing could definitely be a play for a $1 million market cap and also a $10 million market cap. So I love this Memecoin. I had so much fun when I got in. And like I said, man, Rabies on base. And a lot of people on base are actually coming around and really like this project. Plus, the name and the memes are absolutely crazy. Any thoughts on Rabies?
Well, I think we know this one's legit. Can we put our stamp of approval on this project right here?
Yes, sir.
Bing! If we put our stamp of approval on this project, the only thing you need to do is hodl. That's what you got to do. If you don't hodl it, you'll lose and you'll sell at 90 down. But you know what? If you hodl this token right here, we understand better what the robots are going to do to this token than you might. So just listen and check it out. Look at your deck screener and make your own awesome decisions.
Yes, sir. Not financial advice. And then last thing, Guga brought up a great point. Look at the LP.
Oh,
so
yeah.
the okay. All right, let's get Rabies. I still can't believe this is paired up with Miggles. It's so funny. Wintermute, I guarantee you Wintermute probably hates this project. So it's saying Rabies wrapped ETH and then Rabies Miggles. So there's about 7.4K in the Rabies Miggles, and then there's about 26K in the Rabies wrapped ETH right here. So across the board, you can tell that it's good liquidity ratio and there's a lot coming in. So good stuff. All right. Next thing that we need to talk about. What's another good project? Let's talk about Alien. Actually, you know what? I haven't talked about this project in a minute. Before we talk about Alien, I want to talk about this project that we got in at a 33K market cap.
Nice.
I haven't talked about this in a minute,
wow.
man. I haven't talked about this in a minute, dude. So we just had a little bit of a correction. So I'm going to show you guys this real quick. This is where me and Trey got in on PTGC. Let me show you. I left this here ever since we got in, right here. I'll bring it down a little bit. Right there. Right here. Right here. Right here. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more just so you guys can see real quick. All right. Right here.
That's fascinating, Chris. You're awesome, bro. You're awesome for showing this.
Right here. Right here. I'm gonna put a big circle. So here's the point I'm trying to get across. The number one altcoin on Pulse Chain. The number one altcoin on Pulse Chain is probably going to be PTGC. I'll make that statement right now. The number one altcoin is going to be PTGC. Because if you look at this chart, it's very difficult to do TA on PTGC. I'm not going to lie to you. There's UFO built on top of it. There's Alien. There's Inky. There's a massive web. It's built on top of PDI. It's built on top of Atropa. I personally think that this thing is going to be a screamer, and I think this thing could it's going to get to $1 billion market cap, and I do think that 10 billion is in the cards. 10 billion above is in the cards right now. So why am I bringing this up? We came up, we had a little bit of a dip, we're retesting all-time highs. Now we're looking for some bottom indicators. What I noticed with PTGC, when we have a correction dip, it usually does something right around 45%. And so I'll cover this in the future since we haven't covered it in a minute. If we come down about 45%, you probably will have an opportunity at 0.00036667. That would be my prediction of a potential magnet right here. So from the all-time high right up here, I mean, this recent local high down here, that's going to be your box of opportunity to get in and start doing your thing with PTGC. Let's see.
Yeah, good call, Chris. That's a good call, Chris.
Yes, sir. Right here. You're going to have a box of opportunity, and then we'll cover this on future live streams when we get a complete bottom indicator. But like I said, PTGC, it's going to be the number one altcoin on Pulse Chain. So because this could potentially be the number one altcoin, there's a ton of people missing out. What do you think would be the next best play up against PTGC?
Definitely going to be, at this point, it's going to be Alien because UFO's market cap's too high.
True. I think, well,
difference. There's a difference.
Yeah. So UFO, we did get in on that. We got in on that pretty early too. That was actually a good play too. But I do agree that for upside potential, Alien that burns a bunch of multiplier tokens that has over 28% of the supply burnt and also did a crazy price appreciation. You got an airdrop if you're a PTGC holder staking PTGC. And we made our entry on Alien. Man, I remember this like yesterday, dude. We had a beautiful, so we got a little bit right here. I remember when this first came out, threw a little bit right here, and then we got a little bit back in here. So I remember doing two moves right on. So right around 6 zeros and a 167. Came up here, went to about a $3 million market cap. Then it bottomed out. When it bottomed out right here, 26% of the supply was burnt. And then now we're starting our next wave up. You want to know why you see these like massive waves coming in? So this is the start of wave 3 right here. So we came up and we're starting wave 3, and now we're in macro wave 3. The reason why you're seeing these pumps is because now people are speculating on Alien to be the number one beta play to PTGC. Does that make sense?
It has to be, man. That's why we're looking at this chart. Nice work, Chris. That's a good chart. It's good looking neckline.
Yes, sir. So we came up, we did a cup and handle. We had our target. Our target got front ran a little bit, and then we broke down. And so now we're basically just flagging out right here. This is just you can make an argument that this is just a massive bull flag coming across. We got 5 touch points. So what I want to see in this flag is we're coming out, we break out to this flag, and then we hit our all-time high. This is sitting at a $1.2 million market cap. I think Alien is going to get 10% of whatever PTGC is. So I think the true value of Alien, once PTGC's that was like $150 million market cap, the upside to it's 15 million. If it gets to $1 billion, I think Alien could potentially get to that $100 million valuation. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing that in the cards too. And then your retracement point was 0.36, 0.36 on PTGC. So yeah, bro. I'm saying the same thing on that, and then seeing this be really good leverage. So if you get that 0.00036 touch, you might be in the box of opportunity to be looking at some good leverage on Alien.
Yes, sir. So I like Alien, and then next runner up, it's going to be Inky. Inky is designed to burn Alien. It's a very similar contract to the Alien contract, but the only main difference is it gets into Wrap ETC, Atropa. Sorry, I got it right here. Burns PDI, Teddy Bear, PTGC, Alien, and also you get rewards in PDI, Bear, Atropa, and PRAP ETC. So this is another phenomenal beta play on top of the PTGC ecosystem. So we came in, we started our wave 1, bottomed out, and now we're about to hit wave 3 on Elliott wave theory. Now, if I turn off log, here's what we're seeing on the chart. Came up, exploded, came down, and now we just hit a bottom. I'm gonna get rid of this so I can see the chart. Based on what I'm seeing with Inky right here, this is a beautiful bottom, and then check this out on the weekly. If we close out more than 50% of this candle right here, that's going to create a morning star. If that creates a morning star, it's go time. It's that simple, guys. So, yeah, like I said, Inky, phenomenal play. All right, what other?
Timed, man. Which other meme coins are we looking at?
Yeah.
I want to look at Apu Staha because we have a woman in here named Lisbeth Van D that wants to see Apu Staha. So I'd love to look at that chart. And thank you, Lisbeth, for joining again.
I'm going to assume this is going to be the one on ETH because I know there's one on base.
Yeah, that's the market cap right there. Yes, sir.
Is this
444 of you in here right now. Thank everyone. You got 400 souls, over 400 souls in here, man. That's amazing.
All right. So, yeah, we definitely double topped. So you see how came up, boom, blew past that top, and then came back down. So it's pretty obvious that we started our wave 3. So this was you can make a case this is wave 1, 2, and then now we're in the process of wave 3, and then we'll have 4 or 5. So wave 3 is usually the most violent push to the upside. So it's probably gonna be somewhere up here. And we can speculate with
Fibs.
yeah. So to answer your question, it was a Liz? Liz? What was her name?
Yes. Lizbeth. Yep.
Lisbeth. So here's what I'm seeing, Lisbeth. Let's go right here. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this base. It seems like there is a market maker from that previous. So we came up, exploded, came back down. We definitely got oversold in the 0.236. Let's look on the inverse. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, check this out. So when we do a retracement from reverse tracement on the fib, we actually hit the 0.88 to a T. So that's definitely a bottom right here. Came back up, exploded, and then now we just hit 0.004850. So here's what I'm thinking on Apu. I think Apu could potentially just hit a local bottom, and it's getting ready to get ready for its next leg up. This is something that Murad loves. He loves this coin. So you see how we bottomed out here, came up, exploded, and then trained sideways. So we're getting a higher low. And so in my opinion, if we get a green daily close tomorrow, it's ready to go. So definitely a beautiful box opportunity. And if Apu were to run, I think the next target we can look at for this token, I think this one's I'm gonna go more on the aggressive side and say that
It looks like a massive inverse head and shoulders, bro. It looks, I mean,
yeah, actually, that's actually a good point. Let's do it based on the inverse head and shoulders. So our next breakout target, if we go back to this neckline, yeah, that's a really good point. 0.002817. So
get front ran.
Yeah, so if we get up to 0.002887, that'll be a good trading opportunity. You know, maybe sell a little bit, wait for it to come back down, then buy your bag and double it. That's a good opportunity. But yeah, man, this chart looks beautiful. It looks ready. It looks ready to go. I think what's holding us back is that Ethereum isn't doing its thing. And based on how I see Ethereum performing, this chart's performing is looking good. So all right. That was Apu. And then I want to talk about Miggles. Miggles is one of my favorite plays. So did you hear about Toshi?
Dude, I had gut feelings about Toshi before you and I ever talked about it because its head is so sharp. It's got a sharp head like Sonic, so I knew that thing would go crazy. Has it gone nuts or what's going on with it?
It's getting listed on Coinbase. So Toshi's getting listed on Coinbase. It's one of the first meme coins on base. And the speculation is Miggles is the second one. Now, I want to come over here and just take a look at the Miggles chart real quick. If you guys are just looking at the chart, I think this thing bottomed out. I think Miggles has bottomed out and it's ready. Just based on what I'm seeing on the chart, we have a massive wick down. And then we're forming a inverse head and shoulders. And there's speculation that this might be the next one. Now, the only thing that I'm very scared about making that claim is we got this wick right here. I don't know if we're going to fill this wick. If we do, there could be a scenario where we go like this, touch right here, fill that wick, then come up, inverse head and shoulders, boom, next level, see you later, out the door. So that is within the realm of possibility, but that could also be a bottom indicator, and we'll fill that at the end of the bull run. So I do think that Miggles is starting to bottom out. I don't see it going below 0.03. But if we do fill that wick, 0.03 will be a play. And if we do go towards that, it's going to get filled really quickly. So I want to bet on it. So within this area right here in the sideways consolidation, it's a phenomenal dollar cost average range. So yeah, man, I like Miggles. I think we're starting to bottom out. I think we're going to start to see this thing do its thing. And if we start to come up and test this resistance and play out, beautiful cup and handle. See you later, Mr. Miggles. That's it.
Let's go, bro. I was just looking back. I had the same kind of cup and handle drawn on my chart. So I love
Look to the left and see if that wick was filling an older wick. That's a good point. No. Trade sideways, trade sideways. You could say it's coming down and getting to the resistance, and people right here were I'm sorry, you can't even see what I'm doing. So people are coming in here. I think that wick was just filling an older wick. You know what? I'm gonna think on that real quick. I think you guy brought up a great point, but I think ultimately the main point I'm trying to get across is if this is the bottom for Miggles, it's ready to go. And I do think that 10 billion, that $1 billion to $10 billion price target for Miggles is within the realm possibility. And I do think this will be one of the next meme coins to get listed on top of Coinbase. So I'll make that statement real quick.
Yeah,
so
it's all the Coinbase seems to be all over this. It feels like Jesse Pollock's all over this thing, dude. Like, I mean, I don't think there's any other way to look at it. We got 452 people in here right now on a whim, on a random Saturday. We're like, let's go, bro. It's time to get into the GoPro flow. Put the cameras on, put the lights on, get the action, baby. Look at Apu, look at Matrix token, Morpheus. What else can we get for these guys? We got a lot of stuff covered in about a matter of an hour and a half, Chris. Are we going to keep rocking and rolling? Or are we just going to have to push till next week until we get 1,000 and give everybody all the secrets and sauce?
Well, hey, 450 is pretty good for our live stream. So, I mean, maybe we should disappear for another month and we'll get more views. So, but yeah, like I said, guys, I don't know. What are you thinking? Yeah, Good God's got a great point. Impromptu live streams are the best. Yeah, that's I did learn that. Just throwing it out there and just go. All right, how about this? Let's do one more. Let's do two more. So, Trey, let me know what coin we do TA, and then guys, put down in the chat which meme coin you want us to do TA on, and we'll take a look at it. All right, but you got to put it down in the chat while I'm doing this TA. So, what meme coin do you think we should do?
I'm looking through my watch list right now, and I would like to look at Rusk on Polygon.
Rusk on Polygon.
Dude, this chart. It's got a solid community behind it. If you don't believe me, you can go research it yourself.
Oh, wow. This is actually a really good looking chart. I got
to go to the bathroom. I'm going to let you analyze it real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, do your thing, man. Do your thing. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, man. This is actually a pretty solid chart. I think you mentioned this one time, but, you know, I haven't dove deep into this project. It's at a 400K in this. Wow. I'm actually
the coolest part is, bro, it's connected to gaming on Polygon. So it's the guys that are, these are like NFT holders in a game that got a certain drop. So I think all the VC allocation is out, and you've got just a real solid floor of like gamers that are NFT holders. So like I see this is where the market is going, and this is a solid, I think, diversification play. If you don't have anything like this meme coin, it's kind of a leverage on a game, I would say.
Yeah, I like it, man. Good stuff. So here's what I'm seeing with Rusk. Actually, let me get rid of this. Yeah, this is actually pretty cool. This is a beautiful chart. So we got a massive ascending triangle being formed right now. So it came up, boom, 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 exploded, came back down to ascending triangle, and then now we're getting to our next move point. So what this is telling me right now is if we break out, we'll come back into this resistance right here, and we're getting ready for our next move. So this could be potentially a bottom, especially that sitting at 400K. So overall, man, I really love what this chart is showing me. Now let's take a look at the fibs. Yeah, we're sitting right at the 0.786 right now. So our next move would be up into the 0.88 on the fib. Yeah, I like this chart a lot. I think it's beautiful. And sub 1 million. Yeah, that's definitely a play. I know a lot of degens, like when they see sub 1 million, a chart like this, it looks like it's literally going up to the right. I think it's the move, man. So all right.
Yeah, I've had that one on the watch list for a minute now, and I thought now might be a pretty good time to reveal it since we really want to give our guys and girls the best we have.
Yeah. When you get Guga bullish on something, dude, that's when you know.
Go watch the chart for the next hourly.
Yeah, I know it.
You'll get some wallet numbers.
Hey, listen, Guga, that wasn't planned. I had no idea about this project until now. So I would have sent it over to you. All right. All right. So let's do Ether Vista. I like this one, Sharknado. Let's talk about Ether Vista, and then we'll do a wrap up because I love Ether Vista.
Same.
Dang.
There's nothing like convenience built on top of convenience, you know?
Yeah. So the Ether Vista chart, yeah, it's just mostly sideways consolidation. It's also forming a massive descending triangle from what I'm seeing right here. So one thing I want to make clear when you have, let me get rid of this. Sorry, you guys can't see my screen. So one thing I want to say about this is when you have descending triangles, most of the time it's a very bearish indicator. Now, if you do PDI, Tropa, and Wrap PTC and those types, and even TitanX altcoins, those type of ascending triangles isn't necessarily bearish because that typically shows like the flow of liquidity in a liquidity web. But keep in mind, Ether Vista doesn't have a liquidity web. So what I find with the descending triangles, they are bearish. But when you have a massive breakout like we just saw right here, come back in and break in, if we break out again, then there's a good chance that this thing absolutely bomb out ready to go. Looking at the chart, what I'm seeing, we have a magnet right here at about $19, came down, touched it once, coming back up again. This low might have been front ran. So I'm curious to see how this next daily close comes in, because if we get a bullish engulfing candle, that could be a bottom indicator, or we might come back down and touch this bottom. If I see Ether Vista at about $20, I think that's going to be a phenomenal buy opportunity. Overall, based on the chart, based on utility, I think this is going to give Uniswap a run for its money. It's got a pump fund platform. It's got liquidity pools where you can set the fees to. There's a lot of bullish cows behind it. And I think this thing could get to that $80 billion valuation and compete with Uniswap. So overall, man, chart actually looks pretty good. Let me take a look at some fib levels. Yeah, see, we're hitting that 0.236, and then we're trading right around that 0.382. So if we were to break out of this, I think our first target, to be honest with you, is going to be about $123. I think that would be our first big target on the fib. So, all right. Good stuff. All right. Well, I think that's all I got, man.
Dude, we've arrived. It's an hour and 40 minutes. We got 471 people in here. I couldn't thank you enough. I don't think we have enough likes on YouTube. You can never have enough likes on YouTube. So please go smash the like button on YouTube. If you're watching on X, thank you so much. If you're on YouTube, comment down below. Let us know that you're here. Is TitanX going to zero? Can the devs do something? Find out on the next episode of Inverse.
Oh man, I love it. Hey guys, please shout out to the dude. Helios phenomenal project. We'll cover in the next live stream. The dude reminds me of the guy from Shaggy and Scooby Doo. So we got Mike Dean, who skips leg day, and we got the dude who's actually a TV film star. So hey, man, we got a lot of talent right around TitanX, guys. So until then, by the way, that was a joke. We'll see you next one. Peace out, y'all.
Bye.